remember seeing them a few times. I remember their live show. I mean, it was good. See, I always had a problem with them, though, because I'm, I guess, what you would call a player. See, I go from party to party, dorm to dorm, sleeping with random girls. Now, as I slept with these people, you know, I realized I wasn't getting paid. So I've always had kind of a thing against Nekkid Nude. I mean, it's nothing personal at all. I mean, I love them. I love their work. I love sex. I love watching people have sex. I love having sex. With me spreading my love all over the land, I guess you would say, I guess, is that sublime? I can't remember. You know, I spread my love all over the land. I wish that people could watch me do it.
Nekkid Nude, that's the porn troupe. Yeah? The porn troupe? Yeah, that's not God-fearing. Where I'm from, it's, you know, you have to fear God. And I don't think they fear God. And, well, I think they're going to hell in a handbasket, essentially. Well, you know, that's how I feel, anyway.
Oh my God, that's the funky shit!
We're about to go to the admissions office, where we're going to find out what they tell Pre-Frosh about Nekkid Nude. We feel there's been some discrepancies and some misunderstandings, so we're going to go in for an undercover official.
Admissions, this is Brooke.
What do you think about it?
Can I help you?
What do you tell your freshmen?
We don't recognize that group here at admissions.
And why not? Why not?
Okay.
Your name's been chucked around
And
a lot.
which location?
Because underneath all our clothes, none of us are naked and nude.
Ah.
We wear underwear.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm actually going to put
That's
you
my
to our
policy.
California representative.
Spread and deliver, as I told you in the email. I have scripts for you here. Nekkid Nude began 4 years ago when I was a freshman, and it really was, it was something of a dream. Like, we didn't have any money, we didn't have cameras, we just, we're doing live shows at a coffee house nearby. Essentially, I mean, we're parodying, you know, stand and deliver. It's pretty obvious. But, what we're going to be doing is a lot of shots in the building, but pretty much what's obvious, it's sex at school. The most exciting thing about the semester is we are going to be presenting this movie to the SGA at the end of the semester.
Hi, my name is Caitlin. I'm a sophomore. This is my third semester in the group. I have to say,
the scripts, as you know, aren't final. There's going to be a lot of improv in it, as we always do.
I was just looking through the script, and it doesn't seem that Lauren and I have a lot of scenes together.
Yeah, we've worked really well together in the past.
We work really well together.
This is where I like to spend a lot of my time, because I like sex, and sex likes me. And, I'm very good at sex, and Caitlin and a lot of other people think I'm a big slut, but it's not that I'm a slut, it's that I just love sex, and I'm good at it. And people like to have sex with me, so that's why I do it.
A little bit, yeah, Fiona.
We're gonna have me getting a little more experience, right? You know, so
Yeah. Fiona, guys, as you know, Fiona lost her virginity recently.
Alright, so one way that I thought I could seduce some guys is by doing my dances. The first one I came up with sophomore year. It goes a little like this, right? Gotta get the hair moving, you know? Hair's key. So it goes like this. Then we can kind of transform into this, which is sort of like, you know, can be played into, you know, the whole porno idea, because it could be, you know, get some head. Could throw some pelvic thrust.
You were so goddamn funny. Alright,
You know.
go from pelvic thrust.
Okay. And then you could, you know, throw some pelvic thrust in there, and then, you know, like, it could be, you know, like, incorporated by, like, you know, threesomes, or, you know, just one-on-one. And then the Running Man, which is a little, it's kind of hard in my boots, because they're a little big, but this is how you do the Running Man. So those are my dances of seduction, you know, and then there's just deep in thought, sort of, you know.
Alright, guys, let's go practice the scene. Alright.
Yeah, Scott, sit down for a second. Sit down.
Just a few things I think are important to mention about this. Keep in mind when you're out there in front of the camera. Things which I think got overlooked in Caress the Monkey. This script, it's very important that you reject certain basic ideas about theater and film and art. Rejecting what's good art and bad art. Celebrating fragmentation. That's what this script really does. It's important we just take a moment and deconstruct some basic ideals. Keep in mind, everything you say, they're not just words, they're lines. They have power, a lot of impressiveness, greatness. Just keep that in mind. People have a misconception about what we do in Nekkid Nude. They think they can see pornography, and it is, but they see us filming sex. We're not filming sex. We are putting sex on film. We're not just trying to say something. We're trying to make a statement about the world. I see things. In the world. And I wonder why other people can't, they just dismiss them. You know. A traffic jam. And that's what I'm trying to bring to this group. That sense of awe, sense of wonder.
I think it's a wonderful group on campus. I don't know why they don't get more funding from SGA.
Yeah.
They've been like applying for these huge
Fuck SGA.
video budgets and for lighting and Kleenex and lube and all that stuff, and they just don't get the funding that they deserve.
Being a camera person, it's hard work. You know, people think it's easy. Do you know how painful it is to watch fat people get naked? But back in the day, Jonah, oh, he was a fat fucker. Granted, well endowed, but he was big, large, and I mean like big. It wasn't good. I was bored, so I decided hitherto that I would film. One problem: there's no campus, very few people. then decided I wanted to be a camera person.
So what we're going to do is, Chris is the substitute teacher of this human sexuality health ed class that you Catholic schoolgirls are in.
It's going to be the first shot of the year. Looking forward to it. Hopefully everybody's going to pull their weight. I don't know. Let's go.
He was a good boy growing up. Well, I've got my memory books. Look, what a baby he was. He was so sweet. Look at the thumb in his mouth. He was a good baby. And then he went off to college, and he got the swimming award. He got a scholarship. And as you can see in that picture, he really didn't have much muscle tone, but he really developed good muscle tone in order to get the scholarship. And now he's going to throw it all away and make this porno movie, and he'll probably get arrested. But let me show you another great picture of him, because he's a good boy. I just don't know why he wants to do this. This is his high school graduation picture that I think maybe this will give some idea of. He's such a good boy. He got the religious award at school.
Action!
Hey, class, I'm going to be your substitute teacher today. My name's Hugh, but you're going to be calling me Mr. Mungus. I understand that this is a health class. Am I correct?
That's correct. Correct.
So, what is your real teacher? Where are you guys at in this health class?
We're learning about female anatomy.
Really? So what did you last leave off?
We were focusing on the labia.
Alright, so since, my whole mission for this semester is to become more experienced, I figured, I might as well work off my past experience. My first experience giving a blowjob was interesting. So my freshman year in college, I was hooking up with this guy who didn't really tell me he had a girlfriend. Whatever, that's a different story. I was sitting there in his room one night, and we were kissing, and he was first to me, he goes, how far have you gone with the guy? And I go, this is about it. He goes, well, do you want to try giving me a blowjob? Like, alright, why not? I'm 18. No, I was 18 at the point, I should be at least, doing some of that stuff. So I go down there, mine's just a little small, even seeing the first piece. I know it's a little small. Alright, that's right. So I go down there, I have no idea what I'm doing at all. So I take it, he goes, why don't you just come back on up here? Scored. Point for me, starting off to a good start, So the next day I go to my friends, I go, guys, I just tried to my first blowjob and it was horrendous. It was so embarrassing. I had no idea what to do. So, of course they teach me how to banana, So I go back a little while later and I do it again. Apparently it felt pretty nice because he's like, oh my god, I'm coming. He goes, so of course I put it in my mouth because that's just weird. It's my first time feeling a little awkward. So I take it out and he's like, and I'm just kind of like,
From everything I've seen, they've really revolutionized the field. It was totally different. It was a bunch of amateurs until they showed up, and really they've left their mark on the industry, and I really don't see them, I lost my train of thought. I think they're going to continue to innovate and revolutionize everything about the porn industry, and we're very lucky to be living in a time like that. I think that's all I have to say.
Who's on top of things right now? Who's top of the class?
I'll be on top of things.
All right. Well, why don't we help your fellow student out here?
Well, the labia is, part of the vagina.
would you do that?
Well,
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
let's see. Climax control. These are new. Studded. These are pretty good. Durax. I kind of prefer Trojan, Durax. Lifestyle's alright. Trojan Her Pleasures. Those are good. Extra large for you big guys. Ultra fit. Economy pack. Ultra pleasure for today. I think that's good.
Hey, I just have a quick question. Do you, by any chance, have, I'm kind of scared of my doctor, so I was just wondering if you, maybe have something over the counter for something like herpes or, you know, I have some sort of rash, so, do you have anything you can tell me?
No, sorry. Nothing really.
Okay, well, thank you. It was worth asking.
Okay.
So, thanks.
Tanya really seems to know a lot about this, so why doesn't she come up here? And Fiona, I might need another volunteer. All right. Well, Tanya, why don't you go through the basics here? Caitlin, you know, she did ask a question. She wants the layout. Why don't you show us the layout of the female body?
Well, first we have, alright, so breasts.
Yeah. I'll assist over here.
Alright. And then, as we go down, we have, alright, and then, as we go down a little further,
You played it really well there. The way you like kept your composure. Chris, the looks you're giving Caitlin, priceless. Those were exactly what we're going for. So why don't we take it from Tanya and Chris. You're up here with Fiona. You're going through. Keep the looks going. Caitlin, I want you to be slowly like leaning forward, showing off your cleavage. Alex, but I like having you up here. So you can really get into the cleavage shot. You know, we'll keep.
I wore my cleavage bra today, so.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Congratulations. Moving on.
Yeah. No, girls, you did very well with costumes today. You too, Chris.
Tammy, you gotta push them up, honey. They're not pushed. Push. Yeah, they need to be like that.
But I don't have the, well, am I holding them? Like, what do you want me to do?
Is that accurate by your standards?
Well, they're pretty good.
Oh, yeah?
But I like this better.
You like what better?
Well, I'll show you.
Show me.
There were a couple times where Tanya was a little bit inappropriate. I mean, we did have to stop for that.
Yeah. What's the deal with Alex? No, I want to talk about Alex. Why is she on my case?
Did you do something?
Well, no,
Chris.
let's not worry about that. Let's just, what's her problem? You know, I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to do my job here.
Well, sometimes you give out vibes.
What kind of vibes do I give out?
Well, sometimes they're flirty vibes. Sometimes they're a little bit self-centered, sort of. I mean, but you know, in a good way.
There's no courtesy here. I mean, I like everybody, you know, but I get fed up sometimes.
I mean, she and I, we're really good friends. You know, we fight sometimes, but friends fight.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it would have been nice if you and Lauren could have interacted a little bit more in that. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Well, I really enjoy this business. You know, I've been in it for a while now. Pretty good at it. I know that. Everybody else seems to know that. You know, I'm not really one to brag, but I think everybody kind of knows. You know, I've had a lot of experience. You know, Tanya. You know, maybe not in show business, but she's had a lot as well. As you probably figured out by this point. You know, I like working with her. I like working with pretty much everyone in this group.
You should really think about that, though. I mean, I know you're a little bit uncomfortable with it,
Yeah.
but he's a good guy.
No, I have my own thoughts on that right now, and
Yeah, but
there's a lot of pressure on me.
I mean, a lot of times, you know, acting, you don't have, you know, you don't necessarily like the people you're with. I mean, Tan and I, you know, we're doing a scene tomorrow, and I'm not really sure how that's gonna go.
Okay, it's different between the guys with the guys and the girls with the girls. You understand this, right?
No.
Well, it's something in human nature, I guess, but it's not clicking. My gears aren't grinding with that whole thing, you know? And, you know, I am a good actor. I can act, but as far as the actual physical contact goes, you know, it's not working.
Well, you know, I wanted to be in the troupe. I really did. I'm a you know, longtime student of pornography, and but apparently I'm too old by college standards, and in the end my chair won't let me do it. So that's it. So I really wanted to, but the chair won't let me do it. You know, I would have been great in the troupe. I should have been in there. I mean, look at these feet. It's a waste. It's a real waste. But there's something in my contract.
We are here with WCCS Talk Radio. Today we have Megan Luce, director of Nekkid Nude. What is Nekkid Nude?
Well, Laurel, Nekkid Nude is a club that began about 4 years ago here at the college. We right now aren't officially recognized, and that's something we're working on. But we are actually a college amateur porn group.
Very interesting. So you have never had staff or professors or anything?
No, we haven't. We have had a little bit of trouble finding official support for the group. Yeah. Which is something that's what we're working on this semester. We're really upping the ante, and we're going to let the college know we're here and we have something to show, and what we do is great.
So you're going to have a screening here?
Yep, we are. Right now, Nekkid Nude is in the process of filming, and we're moving into post-production really soon. And by the beginning of May, we plan to be showing the film. We're going to be doing a public showing to anybody who wants to come. This is a huge commitment, and I think that's the biggest thing we want people to recognize is we're not just, you know, we're not a bunch of college kids doing the Animal House, you know, college sex party thing. You know, we're creating art.
It's very, very interesting, and I'm sure that all of our listeners have enjoyed having you here. Thank you, Megan.
Bye.
So, do you think that Dunkin' Donuts is gonna let us film there?
I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, Dunkin' Donuts is always trying to improve their image.
All right, this is what we do.
Okay.
We go in. Oh wait, seriously. We have this fucking slow truck the other way. We go in. Let me present. You hand over the waivers, okay? That is your sole responsibility. Hand them the waivers. Let me speak to them. Because they're not going to understand this art is what we see with your mom and whatever kind of business.
You did bring the waivers, right?
No. It's your responsibility.
How's it my responsibility? You know, I never had any waivers to begin with.
Yes, you did. I gave you a hard copy of one, and your job was to distribute them to our actors and to anybody else we use, as in Dunkin' Donuts.
And I used those all up.
Well, then
with
that's
the
why
actors. You didn't tell me I needed to make more.
Well, I mean, Scott, it was kind of common sense. I mean, that was part.
Common sense. Common sense.
Part of your role.
Common sense is a. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is.
Common sense is remembering to bring the waivers when it's your job to bring the waivers. Right. No, look, we're here, whatever. We're going to just put ourselves on the line. We're going to go in, we'll ask.
Just go in there.
You will come back and bring the waivers and get them to sign them later.
Fine.
Okay?
Fine.
All right.
Bring them the waivers.
Fine. think if we had had the waivers, it would have made a difference. Look, pink. Pink, am I wrong? Am I wrong? It's like fucking Victoria's Secret of fast food or some shit. Fucking hell. So what I'm thinking from this, for this scene, is we really want to use the many different angles of the room. We have a really good space here, and I think that we can capture some really interesting angles in the frame. What are you saying about the space? We have this space, whether it's encompassing or it's not encompassing, really doesn't have anything to do with what we're going to be able to do here. I understand the importance of the mise-en-scene and what exactly is going. It has everything to do with it, but at the same time, we need to accept our limitations of this area that we have, this setup that we have here.
I agree with that. I agree with that. What I'm just saying is, we need Fiona over there.
What's going on, bud? How'd you like that shot?
It was pretty good, Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing on Saturday?
I don't know, Lauren. I have to return some videotapes. I got some ladies coming over.
Oh, really? Because I've seen you for like the past 3 Saturday nights over at the Matrix, you know. Just randomly ran into you. Thought, if you wanted to carpool or anything, we could,
yeah, I'll get back to you on it. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got my phone number, screen name, all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, I'll definitely, I'll call you.
All right, man. Well, see you later then.
How come I'm not in the scene with Lauren? You said that we're gonna be able to have scenes together. So I'm just, like, I'm really pissed off.
Tanya, picture it this way. You're in your car and you're driving on a road, right? And you have the flaring sunset behind you, and in the distance, in front of you, you see this stars begin to come out. It doesn't matter that Lauren's there with you. It's about you. It's about Tanya driving that car. Excuse me.
Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering if you could help me find this book. The Complete Works, William Shakespeare. Oh, I don't really need the book.
Okay. No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Come on, you're not supposed to be doing this in the library, you know.
Well, we've only got, a couple takes of this. The librarian's here. There's other kids around. We really got to try and make this work. I know you're new at it.
I could have done this so much better. What are you? You're all right, you know.
We got to try and, build a rapport. Just try and follow my advice. Just a second. Let me lead you. Let me lead you.
Stop. Okay, I can do this so much better.
Why don't you cry about it? Why don't you cry
You're so
about it?
inexperienced
You know
at this.
why?
I can. You know how well I work with Lauren. You know. Why can't I do the scene? Why? You're just. I'm sorry. I mean, I think you're good. You're learning and stuff like that. But I just think. I mean, it would be better if I was in it.
Well, I guess you really are a host, so I might as well let you do it.
What you shouldn't. No, you didn't.
Well, I get my inspiration actually from candy bars. I make the milkshake in the car. Wolf rock in your mouth. Oh my God! Yuck! Today I did a lunge on the pool deck and I fell over, and the whole synchro team laughed at me, and the synchro coach felt the need to come over and show me how to do lunges. And she said in the end that maybe I should just do wall sits instead.
That's a great story. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, not as good as your porn career.
Don't be
Buddy.
stuck with that, buddy.
Don't be stuck with that, buddy. Well, I'm shaking in my...
Actors?
No, my smart wool socks.
How can you wear wool socks?
I'm from California. It's cold, man. Today I was wearing sweatpants and jeans and 2 pairs of wool socks and a long sleeve t-shirt and a sweatshirt and a hoodie and a jacket and then a beanie on top and gloves. No scarf though.
Neat.
they're rather unprofessional.
But things are going real well. Alex is taking some awesome photography shots. Yeah.
The thing is, everything was going well. You know, we did the Crush the Monkey before. Great film. That was all because of me. I got the camera angles down. I did it. And, you know, then Megan comes along in this movie, and she comes from, like, you know, being the actress, director, whatever, you know, behind-the-scenes person to, like, the person who's bossing me around. Who bosses me around? I know how to film. I know how to get great angles. That's why Crush the Monkey was such a big success. This movie's not going to be as great. You want to know why? Megan. Okay. So, you know, Tanya, me, Lauren, Chris, you know, we all swim together. It's a cool thing. And, you know, they're in the porn troupe with me. It works really well, you know. We have similar schedules. Tanya, great girl, kind of a slut. Works perfectly in the group. Lauren and I bicker a lot, but he's a cool kid. I like him. He's from California, like me. So we get along. We hit each other every once in a while, but we get along. You know, and then there's Chris. What can I say? We had an incident, but you really don't want to hear about that. But it was good. Back to Megan. She frustrates the hell out of me. You know, it does not work. I don't like her. She needs to quit.
Coming on mile 15 here. Starting to feel pretty good. Every day, I run about 15 miles. Get in the pool and swim about 8. And about every other day, go to the gym. You know, pump some iron, getting the pecs back. You know, pretty soon I'll be up and ready for the. Usually, I do about 2,000 push-ups a day. You know, I'm all about the dry land stuff. You know, we do a lot of swimming, but you know, it's really important to work. You know, muscles you can't really stress in the pool, like the pecs and the abs. You gotta have the abs. And doing all right there? What's up, killer?
Sorry, what's up with you?
About 15 minutes late.
Sorry. Yeah.
Your shoes untied.
Yeah, there's a little, you know.
Did you just wake up there? What happened?
Had a bit of a rough morning there, huh?
I was just practicing.
Practicing, huh? Was that the theme?
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I just practicing for this next scene.
Scott, are you going to say anything about the costumes? That's what we talked about.
They're too monochromatic.
I think what Scott means to say is we need you guys to wear more colors.
Okay.
I think that you guys are looking hot. You look sexy. You look fine on film. But we're too many beiges. We're too many browns. We need to, you know, we need to think boogie nights. You know. What I want to talk about now is any other concerns that you have with the scenes, Tanya. Any other concerns with any of the scenes? What do you think? Because we're actually ahead of schedule, so we have a little bit of play to redo some things. Any from anybody really, but
I was thinking more, you know, guy on guy thing. I mean, because Caitlin and I have a scene, and I just think that
we kind of went over that, but you were a little late. Yeah, we already went over that. But thanks for your info. Ladies.
All right. Push me?
Whoa.
Ladies.
Calm down. Stop.
Well, we're going to do the scene between Chris and Lauren today, but since no one decided to come in costume or ready to go, or even remotely prepared, and Chris is still having issues with it, we're gonna have to totally rewrite the scene. I'm thinking that I guess we can just make it a girl and girl scene. We'll just become that group, you know, like every other porn group. I really don't know what's happening here, guys. This is ridiculous.
Tanya, are you eating a tuna fish sandwich?
I'm not eating anything.
Is that funny? All right, well, no, it makes sense now. Anyways, what?
Do you smell tuna?
I smell something.
All I smell is your fear.
My fear?
Yeah.
What fear? I don't have fear.
This is, you know, this is a group project. We're trying to get somewhere. We're trying to do something. And I know you have some issues. You got a budding career. You're getting there. You're a big star and whatever. But you got to go the extra mile for the group here. We're trying to do something on this campus.
Yeah, I think I've been doing an excellent job, by the way. All right.
You have been doing an excellent job, but now it's trying to get...
This doesn't need to come to blows. This group is...
You should ask him about that, though, man.
This group is in a state of frozenness right now, and we need to get through that. But bringing it to physical aggressiveness is not going to solve anybody's
problem.
problem.
We're not getting physical. We're not getting physical.
Exactly.
We're just trying to talk.
Not. Yeah.
No, you know, we just...
Therein lies the problem. Therein lies the problem is that we're not getting physical.
But you...
Yes, guys, the point, guys. How can we be a porn group if we're not getting physical?
Because it's just acting. It's just one scene. You know how to act. I don't see why this is a problem.
No, it's not a matter of the acting. Of course I can act. I've been doing it all my life. The problem is, I've discussed this before, it's just not happening.
No, you've not been acting. You've been performing on stage. You haven't been acting. There's a difference.
Yeah, well, what he said, you know, I've been doing that all my life, and a little acting too, but I'm just saying, you know, the mechanics, it's not happening.
You're bringing the group down is what you're doing. I mean, we're just falling apart, and it's your fault. It's all your fault.
Well...
Hey, you know, it's not all his fault.
It is all his fault.
Everyone's having problems here.
No, I mean, we can't, like, do anything because we can't go on because of him. I mean, if he would just, you know, just grow some balls, then we could actually get this team.
I think if anybody knows my balls, it's you. Come on, you know.
That's besides the point. That's besides the point. We're trying to be serious right now, you know?
Okay, my bad.
Maybe we'd do a better job if we weren't so worried about our extracurricular activities, Tanya.
Yeah, Tanya, you've been late a couple times. I mean, I feel like I'm getting blamed here.
Excuse me?
At least I can act.
Okay, hi. What you do is not called acting. It's called sucking lots of dick and doing it well, but only because you do it a lot. Sex.
And
there is a difference.
You can't do anything. You can't do a goddamn thing. All you do in your movies is jack off. Because no one's trying to be around you. No one wants to be anywhere near you.
It looks like you're
keep your shirt off for 2 fucking
Jacked off, that's what happened. I don't see my hands doing any work out there.
Doing that.
Dude, I'm going with Lauren. Screw all of you.
You know what?
Yeah, you will be.
Screw all this. I need to screw somebody else. Can you believe her?
Chris, you know, man, obviously the group has a lot of problems, but I really think you refusing to do the scene with Lauren, we could have easily just gotten through the semester. I'm not trying to say it's all your fault, but
well,
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
kind of how it seems. Everybody's putting this on me. You know, I got a lot of pressure on me for this. It's just not happening.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
In all the
It's
other scenes,
all about
he's
you.
really well. I mean, he's trying in all the other scenes. I mean, that has to come from something.
See,
Hey,
this is the only
because he
support I
ripped your
get.
shirt off once doesn't mean he wants to jump your bones.
Yeah, there was a lot of emotion in that, okay? There was a lot. It was acting.
All right, you know what? Whatever, guys. Whatever. Whatever.
You know what? I'm out of here.
Yeah. Just go. Fuck this.
That was beautiful. That was the most beautiful traffic jam I have ever seen in my life.
the last 3 days have been the greatest of my life. I'm in a new play now for the local elementary school. It's called Food Pyramid. It's directed by Wes Hopper. And I get to play the carrot. I'm really excited about it. I got this really great poem. If you want, I can do it for you. I am a carrot. I grow in the ground. I'm crunchy and orange and not at all round. I taste really good, so don't be too sour. If you can't see, I'll give you the power. That is a carrot, and that's what I am. Try me with the house dressing. It's better than jam. Yeah, I think that it's all going to go really well. I'm really excited about it. The group dynamic just wasn't working out anymore, but I'm on to better things now.
So it's been 3 days since, the troupe is broken up, and I've done a lot of thinking in that amount of time. 3 days is a long time. It's a lot of thinking, especially when you're not dedicating yourself to having a lot of sex all the time. And I've come to a realization that I don't like sex anymore. It's not fun. I've kind of beaten that horse a little too much lately. I feel that, it's time for me to take a new direction, take a new path, and I feel that path is celibacy. And, some people have come up to me just by the way that I've been dressing and acting and some of the things that I've been saying, and they think that I've, found God or I've spoken to Jesus. But fuck that. Like, seriously, that's just not what I'm about.
I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for memories. Remember the good times that we had. Let them slip away from us when things got bad. Clearly I first saw you smiling in the sun.
That's it! I've got it!
So with no one in the group wanting to do this anymore, falling apart, I put some feelers out to find some new people. What I have here is a few photos of potential members, and I thought we could go over and you could tell me, especially from a camera view, like if you think they're going to work on film. So,
Guys! I have got it. I figured it out. We got to get the entire group. They have to get back together. I have it. The pinnacle of sunshine in the rainstorm that is our lives. I have figured out the final scene of the movie.
I believe in miracles. Where from? You sexy thing, you. I believe in miracles. Since you came along, you sexy thing. Where did you come from, baby? How did you know I needed you?
SGA encourages all forms of expression on this campus, even and especially those that involve black clothing.
All right.
So, good luck, and I'll see you all later.
Great, thank you.
See you soon.
Guys, I don't know. I just want to say, guys, I'm so proud of everyone. We really pulled this together. I know. And I really think it's going to happen. I really do. So, this is our big day.
Good, yeah, mate. Go now.
Give me a copy.
I will. I'll send you all a signed copy.
Yeah.
How's the action?
I'm doing really well. I got a part to play at the local elementary school. I'm playing Carrot for West Hopper. It's good. It's pretty amazing.
You should come see it. I should. I mean, you're an amazing actress.
So, how's your acting career going, Chris?
I love artistic. It's going on, right?
Oh, wait, guys, here comes. Alex, wake up.
Alex,
wake up.
He's here. Get up.
He's here. Get up.
Guys, it was great, but I'm sorry. You guys didn't get it.
Oh my God.
What? Why? No, that's not fair.
You guys all suck. Myself, my own time. You think I can maybe talk to you about this later? It's much better.
I've always got my
It's
art.
just me, you know, gray shave. It's a lot of work into it. I'll talk to you about it.
Your director.
I'll talk to you about it. Take that with
Tanya, Lauren, Caitlin, you guys are all here. Alex is going to be leading you next year. I know it will happen.
You'll have to
We
come
made
back to
this.
the presentation.
You know, guys, we're still a team. We can still do this. You know, so, hey, I mean, we'll just do what we always do, you know?
Yes, I will call you.
Okay. Do you have my number? You got my number, right?
If I have your number, and I probably do in my head somewhere, or I'll psychologically, you know, get it somewhere. You know, I'll talk. Tell you what, I will talk to Miss Cleo. She'll tell me your number. Okay? Cool.
Wait, who's Miss Cleo? What does she teach?
Looking like a tramp, like a video bam. Demolition woman, can I be your
started the group back in, let's see, that was 4 years ago, my goodness. Yeah, back in about 99, I think it was. I was a sophomore at the time, and it was kind of interesting because we had a good time, but I never thought the group would get off the ground like this. I'd say perhaps the toughest part was staying behind the camera rather than in front of it. Most times it seemed like one of those strange opinions that I have wherein I wish I was the star rather than the behind the scenes. You know, your name appears only as a subtitle or such a thing, which is not always the best. And I wish that it was a little bit better than that. But apparently I'm too obese to be in the movies. At least that's what my colleague Megan had told me. Our original movie was called Spank That, and because we didn't have enough people in the group, we only had one guy, so he basically did his thing on camera. Right now, I'm a financial analyst, and I would have much rather gone into the adult industry. However, due to my obesity, I was unable to do so.
Who is it?
It's the plumber.
Plumber? I didn't call a plumber.
Talk to me loud. Talk to me loud right now. It's just practice.
I'm Chris's mom.
Louder.
I'm Chris's mom!
Oh, God, it's a dumb motherfucker parade of something. I don't even know. Ready, go! Ready, go now! Hey, shit, AIDS. This boy is dead. We never asked him. I have bad teeth.
What am I supposed to ask her?
And we're back. I don't know if I want to see the movie. But then again, I gave birth to him. I washed him. I cleaned him. I've seen the body parts. I haven't seen him now that he's older. I'm sure they've grown with him. If they didn't, it would be very embarrassing.
For years, we allowed Nekkid Nude to perform here at the Lion's Den before they had enough money to get their cameras. Unfortunately, once they got their cameras, their shows started to get a little intense, and they did many, many takes, and people started to wonder, how many of this furniture was actually clean and worth sitting in. The problem really came when we started serving the cinnamon buns, and no one could really tell if it was frosting or something else that was covering them. So we had to ask them to stop performing here. And, what it really came down to was, they had their cameras, they didn't really need to perform live anymore, and they just wanted to start making movies. So we did allow them to film their first movie here, Decline Grande. And, we did that because, we wanted them to, stick with the tradition and feel like they were, staying the history of the group, and we really liked having them here, and we really liked having them, perform and be part of the Lion's Den community. But when people started complaining, we really had to cut it short. And
He never breastfed because I wouldn't do that. So I don't even know if he knows what a breast looks like because I never showed him mine. He was a bottle-fed baby. Oh, my family just won't be able to handle this. I don't know how I'm going to keep it a secret from my mother. Thank God my grandparents aren't living because they'd be rolling over in their grave. Oh, I don't know.
So, how many of the couches here are clean?
Well, the figures are hard. We do dry clean, every semester, but there's some stains that you just can't get out. And to be honest, I wouldn't want any ultraviolet lights in here because you're never really sure what's going to show up.
And he's going to throw it all away on this porn. Porn! P-O-R-N. It's a four-letter word that I don't like. I like the four-letter word free, but not porn. It's not good. It's not even a word I just want to vomit when I say the word. Granted, I love my son and he has a wonderful body. He's buff, he's strong, handsome. But I can understand they want him in a porn movie too, because he's good looking. I know they made a porn movie. Oh, what was the guy who did it? Wasn't it Deep Throat or one of those porn movies? Debbie Does Dallas. I don't know. And the star was all buff and strong. So maybe that's why it would be good. Maybe he can make a living doing that, but I don't want to know about it. No. Too embarrassing. But then again, if he doesn't go to graduate school, he's got to make a living doing something. Maybe he can use a different name, an alias. He can grow a mustache or put a funny nose on or something. I don't know. I haven't told his father yet. His father will. Yay, go. Go, son. That's my son. That's my naked son out there. See how big he is? That's my son. I don't think I want to hear that. I don't know if I'm going to tell his father. Because I don't think he ever gets porno movies at that place on Route 1 in Dedham. I don't know. But then again, we could have it as history. I'm very confused on what I want him to do. I don't want him to do it, but if he can make a living doing it while he pursues his career goals, because it's short-lived. I don't think he can be a 9-year-old porn. Oh, I wish he'd ask me for my advice. But then again, I don't know what I'd tell him. I don't know. Well, he could be a movie star. Maybe we could go to the porn awards or something, and they'd show us there, and we could clap, and, oh, I don't know. Buy us a nicer house. I wouldn't have to clean houses anymore. Maybe I'd clean his mansion. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. He's a nice boy.